She just needed to be able to squeeze under the wall. How deep was a rhubarb shed's wall really going to be? What was that noise? Astrid laid her teaspoon down as quietly as she could. It sounded like footsteps, just outside the door. What would Mama see if she came in? Astrid's dirt-smudged face, a sack full of soil, and a hole that looked unimpressive at best. But Mama would know what it meant. She would know that her daughter was trying to escape. She'd never tried to escape before. Astrid was a good girl. Mama said she was a good girl 12 times a day. A good, clever girl when she completed her day of homeschooling on an ancient laptop. A good, sensible girl when she lifted her weights and ran up and down the shed. A good, mature girl because she didn't complain often about the darkness, or the noise of the rhubarb, or the whole world that was carrying on outside the walls of the shed. The world she had no part in. No further sound from outside. Just a tap overhead, which Mama said was the branches of an apple tree. Astrid heard it often, and she ate its fruit, raw and in pies and in tarts, but she'd never seen the tree itself. She continued to dig. Dirt gathered in the crescents of her nails like tiny black moons. Perhaps she'd see the moon tonight as well. She'd seen glimpses of its faint silver light spilling through the doorway when Mama came and went. Most plants need a lot of light, but rhubarb was different. Forced rhubarb, which was mostly found in and around Yorkshire, was farmed the old-fashioned way. For the beginning of its life, the rhubarb grew in fields, heavily fertilised and bathed in sun. It stayed outside until its first frost in November. Then it was transported into sheds, deprived of any natural light. Astrid lived in one of those sheds. Hers had a small bathroom through a door and a bed. But in every other way, it was a rhubarb shed. The rhubarb preferred candlelight, so she saw everything illuminated in flickering gold. Mama's face, books, papers, artwork, her surroundings. This combination of darkness and candlelight meant that the final product wasn't ordinary rhubarb, the famously English ingredient of crumbles and fools. Not washed-out pink, barely pink. No, this was the colour of pink champagne. True pink, so sweet it sets your teeth on edge. Pink as the gasping mouths of seashells, or the sky at 6. The rhubarb ticked. It must be late by now, maybe getting towards midnight. The hole was growing deeper. She was almost hip-deep now. Astrid was beginning to realise that this project might take longer than she expected. Maybe weeks. As things stood, she still needed to dig under the wall and somehow tunnel upwards without getting her clothes suspiciously filthy. Her shoulders ached, and so did her head. Clang. The teaspoon had struck something hard. Astrid thought she had hit a pebble or maybe a tree root. But as she peered into the depths of her hole, she realised that she had struck a layer of concrete beneath the walls of the shed. She prodded around with the spoon. No, it was everywhere. Astrid was walled in on every side. There was no way out. Up in the sky, not far away, the stars were falling. Shakily, Astrid tried to pull herself out of her hole, but the dirt shifted beneath her hands. She slid